Hey everybody, this is Dave Blair, and I am jumping in Forza Motorsport 7 on the PC, and we're going to take a look at this and see how it's doing. So this is April 3rd of 2020. I have not raced in Forza in probably a year, and most of that racing, I've done all the Forza Motorsports, I've done all the Forza Horizons, and yeah, all on the Xbox. And basically, I jumped in the PC version here. Everything transferred over. It didn't really take that long for it to come up and transfer all my information. So it seems to bounce pretty easy from one to the other, Xbox to the PC. But anyway, we'll just give a look at the video settings here. I'm on a 43-inch 4K TV, and here you can see everything's just set to dynamic, but it looks pretty good. Again, I have not touched this on PC in probably a year. I think I've tried it once or twice on the PC. Here's my controller settings. That's probably not going to mean anything to anybody. You also have the advanced settings. I would recommend for all this pneumatic trail and mechanic trail, I would recommend going online, YouTube, and find somebody with your wheel and then their recommended force feedback settings. If you try it just stock, I didn't feel like it was very good. I went online and I found these settings, and it seems to be okay. Now again, I played this game mainly on the Xbox, but since we are on PC, I'm going to change my guy's clothes here. Because we're on PC, I am going to do a lot of comparisons between this and, let's go midnight, iRacing. So I've been on iRacing for the last year, and I have not touched Forza in a really long time. One of the things, though, that's amazing with Forza is just the number of cars that you have. This game is by far has the most cars. Now, I wish they had more race cars, and I think they'll be focusing more on the race cars coming up, but I wish they'd get rid of the trucks and the SUVs. But no, I think there'll be a much stronger focus on racing in the next one. But yeah, I'm going to... what I wanted to do was just jump in here and see what the online racing is like, and then just kind of get a feel for how it feels on the PC. Anyway, let's... one other thing while we're here, I would like to point out that, as far as getting different paint jobs for your car, Forza does a really good job of allowing you to download other people's paint schemes. Like, for example, we'll take this car, and then we'll go to paint. We'll find a design, and I can download, this one looks like Tron. We'll take that one, and then it's just that easy. When I go online to race, everyone will see this paint scheme. This is one of the areas I think Forza does better than iRacing, because in iRacing you have to have trading paints, and if the other person doesn't have trading paints, they're not going to see your paint job. The other thing too is I can download somebody's tune on this car. I can just go get one from the setup market here, and here this will take the car from R840 rating up to a R900, and so I can just take that tune, download and install it, and it's just that easy. I have a setup now that theoretically should be competitive for the R class. which you're capped at 900 points. I'm not going to go into the whole how to set it up for those points. They're performance index points. But if you're in a race like a C-class lobby, you're limited to 500 points. Anyway, let's jump online and check out the multiplayer. Okay, so first off, right away, well, let's see. We need to pick one, and I normally like the simulation stuff, but you can also jump in a general class hopper. Now, like I said, the C class, you're limited to a 500 point, so we could jump in there, or the B class, something like that. I tend to like the lower classes. Once you get up to the S, R, P, these classes up here, I don't feel like those cars drive as well. Like, there's a lot lost in the physics. I think in your lower class, A, B, C's, those cars tend to drive better with the physics in this game, in my opinion. I really like the classic street muscle, so I'm going to jump in here and see how this one's, how many people are in here. So again, we have to join the lobby. This is one of the main differences that I see between this game and iRacing. Okay, so we got quite a few people in here. There's 12 of 24 drivers here. But what I was going to say is, in iRacing, you pick a race that you want to go into, and the race will kick off at a certain time, and you have like 30 minutes before the race that you can go in and you can practice your car on that track with everybody else that's on that track, and while you're waiting for the race to start, which I think is a better system. Like here, we have to just wait while this race is in progress so that we can start the next race. And I know one of the things that Forza is going to try and do away with is any type of waiting in the next console. So they may want to, I don't know, have some type of lobby system, or again, like iRacing does, where you can just sign up for the race. You have up to 30 minutes to practice the track, or they might even shorten that to like 10 minutes, so you can go out and drive on the track with everybody else for 10 minutes before the race kicks off. That way you're not just sitting waiting in a lobby. But we also have the opportunity, let's pick a different car. It doesn't really matter. This is a Ghost League. But let's take this Pontiac here. I know I have a pretty good tune on it. Okay, the race is going to end in less than 10 seconds, but we're going to go with this Pontiac GTO here, and we'll see what the next track is. But again, I just wanted to see, how many people were actually racing Forza Online on the PC. Although I don't know if these could be Xbox people and PC people. I'm assuming that they have cross-play, but I don't know that for sure. Okay, change of plans. Because of this track, I need a faster car. We are going to go with the Chevy Nova. It's one of my fastest, I think. So we're at Daytona. This is kind of a boring race. Basically, the fastest car wins. It's really easy to drive. And the fact that it's a ghost lobby, you're not going to have any collisions, so this will be a boring one. This is one of the other problems that I see with this title, is basically you don't really get to pick the track. I mean, yes, it cycles through the track, and you do get to vote on what the next track is, but you don't know what the next track you're going to get. It's really up in the air. But again, I'm going to do a video on the next Forza Motorsport 8, and I'll do some of the things that I'm hoping for, some predictions, but that should be a fun video. This one is just seeing what the online racing is like in its current state. Man, I used to really love playing this game. I mean, I played it so much, and now it's like I just can't get enough of iRacing. It's funny how, you know, this game used to be so important to me, and now it's not anymore. But I'm really hopeful for the next one. I will also say that there's a whole lot of time wasted sitting in a lobby on this game too. It never used to bother me that much. Alright, looks like we're starting last. Yeah, so this is going to be a boring race. Well, as predicted, it was a boring race, and I lost connection. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened to that, but we lost connection on that one, so let's go to a B-class lobby and try that out. Okay, we got 19 of 24 drivers here. We've got time to pick a car, so we'll try to pick a B-class car. We'll sort by class. Alright, let's go with this one. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened to the last race, but we lost our internet. So now we're going to try a B-class hopper. And this one should have collisions on. I'm curious to know how clean or how messy this is going to get. So this will be interesting. We're starting almost last. Now collisions are on. Better than some iRacing starts I've seen. Whoa, whoa. I got tapped from behind. Wasn't too bad. You gotta remember, I've not driven this game in a long time. Not sure this was the best car for this track either. The problem with Forza 2 is that there are so many cars that it's impossible to be familiar with all of them. You know, and have a good tune on every single car and know which one is good for which track. It's really difficult. And this car is a little bit of a handful. The back end wants to step out on you. But I will say that Forza, mainly Forza Horizon in my opinion, but Forza does drifting pretty good. See, that guy recovered that. In other games, you know, they have that snap oversteer. Oh, we're getting a little bump from the side here. I gotta say though, the bumps aren't too bad. It's not like he's throwing me all the way across the track like it used to. See, I got a nice bump there. It wasn't too bad. Turn. Damn it. That was my fault. Almost last. Again, though, I probably should have had a car that had a little better handling, but this car does not like to turn. The other thing too is I'm not sure about the wheels of the degree of rotation for the wheel here. There is nowhere to set it in the settings on the PC, although there is on the Xbox. So I don't know if the PC version just knows what your wheels, or your degree of rotation is for your wheel. I don't know. But I do know the Xbox has a slider for you to set your degrees of rotation. But the main part of this, or the main point of this video though, was to, again, get in here, see what's going on with Forza on the PC. I'm not sure if this is Xbox and PC players. I'm sure it is, but I'm not positive. But if I had to guess, I would say that this is combined. I don't think the game cares if you're on PC or Xbox. So, but yeah, it looks like there's still a lot of people out here playing it. This car does not like that turn. It's funny, you know, again, I used to love playing Forza so much. And now it's like, now that I've been playing iRacing for a year, that's all I want to do. This is still a good game. I mean, it's got great graphics, it's got huge car selection, it's got, again, the easeability of getting a paint scheme and getting a setup for your car. It you know, you can drift your car without it doing the snap oversteer. I don't think we're going to make the end of this race. But again, I knew I wasn't going to come out here and be competitive. I've spent way too long away from this title. Oh, is that BMW? He was fast in the beginning. Look at that last. But again, I knew I wasn't going to come out here and do well. Alright guys, thanks for watching.